Can you hear me?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Nice, man. Sweet. What's going on, man?
Not much.
Low
Hey, how do
key.
you do the background?
Good background thing. Oh,
The background, the background you got going on?
it was in the options.
Oh, I actually never really looked at that.
It's in
So
the
what's
options,
going on, man?
virtual background. So how's my mic sound? Is it distorted? Too loud?
No,
Bring
it sounds good.
I can bring it down a little bit. Is it too loud?
No, it sounds actually pretty good.
It's actually inside this little thing right here. So.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I had to get mine right here. So.
Yeah, I had this big old thing around it now, this insulation thing, and I'm just testing it out. But it's big, so it's a big old box, and it's just in there.
Okay. So
What's
it's
that, man?
kind of like a makeshift, kind of like mic.
Yeah, I'll show you.
I guess to
I'll flip
block
it real
the sound,
quick.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's all in there.
All right, that's pretty cool.
But it's a big bitch, so. And usually it's in front of me, but now I don't know. Trying to make it
Out
work.
to the side.
Yeah. What's up, Loki?
Doing pretty good. I'm doing good, man. How you been?
Good.
So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is, let's start off with your life in Corpus. Growing up in Corpus, what was it like out there as a kid? Because I actually miss Corpus when I was there.
Yeah, man. I wish I would have seen you, man. Just busy with the kids and shit, man. So.
Yeah, I was busy too. I was trying to take care of my
kid in and
plus
out.
2 others.
You were in and out.
Yeah, I was there for like 8 months.
Yeah, it was quick.
Yeah. So what was it like living out there? Growing up out there?
I mean, that's all I know, man. It's growing up was cool. I love my city. Even traveling and stuff back in the day, man, really made me appreciate my city a lot. I mean, not that places where I went was bad or anything. It's just a lot of people where I'm from, they kind of like, oh, Corpus, blah blah blah, sucks, and get out of Corpus stuff. But yeah, Corpus is beautiful, man. It depends on, I don't know, but growing up was cool. I guess I was a strict household. You know, we grew up pretty rough. It was pretty rough. We like my parents, like, no, you trying to get personal. My parents, though, they went through a hard time, man. We grew up sleeping in one room in bunk beds. Me and my sister would sleep on the top bunk bed. My parents would sleep on the bottom bunk bed. So it was rough.
I know something what that's like. I was living with my mom, my aunt, my 2 cousins, and it was me and my 2 cousins in a room with bunk beds. So I know all about that bunk bed.
Yeah, man. And then, like, it was at my grandma's house too, and it was a pretty small home. And then not only us in that room, but then same thing. My cousins and everybody would go and stay there, sleep in the living room, the couches, and it's just. And then we moved it, and then they got the house built. They started doing better for themselves, and I mean, all for us, pretty much, you know. So I kind of look up to that a lot now. Like growing up now, like being grown now and having kids is like shit. Like I'll do anything for my kids.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I was the same way with my son. Now he's 20 and he's done moved out
20.
down to Houston.
Damn, how's he liking it?
He loves it out there, dude. He's having a blast. He's staying with his mom and stepdad for right now, and he's rekindling his I guess friendship you can say with his brother and sister.
That's good.
That he used to have. He's doing all stuff, like he just did his first DM as for Dungeons and Dragons. He was excited about that.
You know, I don't really know shit about Dungeons and Dragons, man. But everyone always says like it's pretty badass once you play them. I don't know shit about Dungeons and Dragons.
All I know is it's a role-playing game, and I've never played it. I watched a cartoon when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did too.
So, what was it like in high school or in school growing up?
High school, middle school was cool, man. I remember middle school. Middle school was really when I started doing music, but like, I remember I joined choir because I joined choir. I don't know why, but I joined choir, and it was a boys' choir, and that was cool. So I started learning more about music and stuff. But then 8th grade, I my sister had a little keyboard, little plastic toy keyboard or something, and
It was like Casios.
it wasn't even a Casio, man. It was like a toy computer, and it and then she had a karaoke machine, and like growing up too, before like rap music and stuff, like I was really into like Elvis and sorry man, I'm drinking. Elvis and Michael Jackson too. Then I grew up listening to Rush, Zeppelin, David Lee Roth, Bee Gees, Eagles, Stevie Miller Band, a lot of old school stuff from my dad. My dad was, I remember seeing my dad, and he would always just be there, laying on the floor and just have the record. This is when they got a house built, and he would just lay down on the floor, man, with headphones on, and just jam out to these records, just keep on going, all kinds of music, Elton John, and then to my mom's side, my mom listened to like reggae music, and then she listened to Sade, she was Buju Banton, Inner Circle, a little commercial stuff too, but then rap music started coming a little bit more up and stuff, and then so I remember I started making like beats, like little basic beats, and a little like demo or the keyboard, just only like 4 patterns on it. So, just go over and over and over. So I just make like little melodies with it, and then I used to record it though. It had only speakers, so I used to put the karaoke machine. I used to put the microphone from the karaoke machine on the speaker of the keyboard. So I record just a beat. So then I record on the tape. Then I move that tape to the other side of the tape. The other tape deck, which is tape deck B. Put another one in tape deck A. Record it, and then I'll record that beat, and then I'll put the microphone again on the keyboard, and I'll play a sound bing, 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 on top of that beat. So I used to make beats like that. It was horrible, but I was probably 15, 14 years old. And at the time, it wasn't like the way it is now, the resource to make music. It wasn't like that back then.
Oh, right. It was a lot harder to find the ways to make samples and stuff.
It wasn't even like home recording wasn't even a thing back then. So whenever like 8th grade came, and at that time, like I had different friends that would show me different music, and I remember I was really into Mortician, which is some real death metal, brutal type shit, and then Bone Thugs was coming up, and I loved the shit out of Bone Thugs, and I started listening to rap, a lot of rap music, a lot of gangster rap, and then fucking man, I remember a friend of mine said, "Here, listen to 3 6 Mafia, you'll like them. If you like Bone Thugs, you'll like these dudes," and I think it was Live by Your Rep, and dude, when I first heard that shit, like that shit right there, dude, blew my mind. And then I remember we went on the field trip, man, and I think the 3 6 Mafia at the End album, the first one came out. It had just came out, I think, and I remember like I stole the CD. But when I first heard that, like the first song, like it just I can't explain what it did to me, and it just like really, really grabbed me, man. And even like if I hear it now, like it'll take me back then, like in time to when I first heard it and shit.
It was one of those things that just opened your eyes,
dude,
like, whoa.
Dude, it blew my mind. And like I heard a lot of other rap stuff, but there's nothing like this. Like the production of it, it sounded beautiful. It sounded like very like original at the time. Now people are doing that shit, but it sounded very, very, I don't know, man, dark, but not. But it just sounded badass, So then going into high school was cool. High school.
Yeah, 3 6 was definitely different. I remember I've always listened to kind of the same thing. I was metal, rap. I was kind of a mixture of everything, listening to everything.
Yeah.
And so because I always looked at it, well, if it's good music, it's good music, whatever it is.
For sure. Yeah.
And so this girl came to me one day and goes, "Hey, have you heard of 3 6 Mafia?" I'm like, "No." And she puts in the tape of World Domination. And I was like, oh my God, these guys are crazy.
Yeah, and I wasn't even a big fan of World Domination, to be honest, man. It was The End. That's The End part 2. But The End, the first one, like that's the one that really got me. World Domination is good, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't. The End to me was like, and it was just, I don't know, man. But then it got me like in like I started looking, like I'm like, I forgot how old I was, man, 14, 15, I don't know. and I started looking deeper into Memphis rap, and there's a lot of dudes, Tommy Wright the Third, Blackout, Frazier Click, so many, Little Corb, Tin Man, I'm a Play a Fly, Skinny Pimp, you know, there's so many people that I heard that like if you hear now, like those dudes were like the originators, you know, and
Right.
so when I started making music, man, and I tried recording, and I remember I I made it, so I made like some songs, you know, like I started making the beats, and I tried rapping, horrible, and I sped up my voice because I was too shy and I was too embarrassed, and at the time I was DJ Slick. Uh, that's what I named myself. I don't know why, but I was too embarrassed to like show, and so I showed one of my best friends, who was Mr. C Sir Tones, and
Uh-huh.
and so I showed him, I was like, hey man, check out my neighbor and stuff. And he was like, what? You know, well, and we were in middle school. So like, and this is like, to record back in the day, it wasn't like, it was a shock. Like, oh wow, you recorded something. So then he got involved. So he started recording on a little talk boy. I don't know if you remember those talk boys, like in Home Alone, those
I
little talk
remember
boys.
those, yeah, with that little mic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had one of those, man, and I actually have his first tape right here. But he made like songs, and he rapped into instrumental stuff. Him and his sisters and brothers, and they're just going just having fun with it. So later on, I told him that it was me and stuff. So I kind of started getting a little bit better. Then when high school, I went to high school. So then in high school, I got into b-boying, breakdancing and shit. Then I joined like a step team, which is like what a lot of sororities and fraternities do in the colleges stuff. But we had a step team at the school. The school that I went to too, dude, there's only probably like 2 white people there, maybe 3 white people probably. So
I
it
can
was
believe
cool,
that.
man. Yeah, it was cool, man. So
I've been down there.
yeah. So it was cool, and hold on. But I started I started making tapes. So I started making like techno tapes and stuff. And my homeboy Curtis, he was right by my side, man. And so I started recording. That's when like Acid Pro 2.0, and I started looking into more recording stuff. Got a keyboard, like better stuff in high school. And it's still young. Like I still didn't know what I was doing, and my parents helped me out a lot. They got me like this badass keyboard and shit, you know. So I made like a little studio, and then I had some homeboys there. They used to come and record, and they were dope, man. I sucked ass. You know, we all didn't really know what we were doing, but they were badass, and they're called Styles Incorporated, and a lot of them still rap now to this day. But
Okay.
when they were doing their shit, one of them had to leave to the military and stuff, and then, but at the same time, I was doing my stuff. Like, I think that's when I was doing Power in My Hands, which is, I was 16 and experimenting, and then I found mp3.com back in the day, and back then it was badass, mp3.com, and I joined that site and I upload my songs, and then from there, people started listening, man. It was weird. I try to put people to listen to my music. I used to message them and stuff, like check out my song, and I actually met a lot of people, and then I met a lot of people from aKa, Fright Night, Trinity for Infinity Records, and I linked up with them a lot, and we did a lot of collaborations. And then I don't know, man, this is all during high school. So the guys that I was working with, like, they were kind of getting frustrated with me, like, what about us? You know, like, when are we gonna do our stuff, my stuff, our stuff, you know? And at the same
Right.
time, I was slammed with like, well, dude, like, I wasn't expecting people to even like my stuff, to be honest. So then the response, like the collabs I was doing back then with the other homies that I just met online, like it was just a whole different family, man. You know, like I got real
Right.
tight with these guys, and that's when the internet started coming. Like internet wasn't even around, dude, when I started doing the music. It just barely started, and it's hard to explain the way it was back then, but yeah. And in high school, like I made little tapes, like, and I'll sell them there for like $10, you know, little cassette tapes. Every cassette tape was like handmade, so I had to like print out the cover. I used to cut images from lowrider magazines and then tape them to like a piece of paper and scan them and use those covers. But then I started learning Photoshop and stuff in high school. So, and then senior year came, and I kind of like figured a lot out of Photoshop, and I got asked to join like a multimedia class and like graphic design class, and I didn't do it, but they would ask me for help and stuff, and I don't know. But my high school was cool, man. Traveled a lot, I did a lot of field trips because I was still in choir, but also, dude, I was in special ed this whole time too. I was in special ed since 3rd grade to senior year of my high school.
I want to say I was in it from 5th to 8th grade. Yeah,
dude, I was there from 3rd grade to senior in high school. 3rd grade when I found out that they gave me the answers and my grades are modified, I was like, shit.
Right, I'm gonna milk this.
Yeah, and I did. I milked it to my senior year in high school, and then I got out and I failed. I was like, I didn't learn shit. Like,
yeah, my freshman teacher was like, "Why are you in here? You don't need to be in here." I'm like, don't tell them that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep me in here this year.
Yeah,
so she kept me in there that year, and then they're like, "You got to get out the next year."
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I was like, "Oh well."
My
I wrote it while I could.
my parents regret it. They regret it so much. They thought, I don't know, I guess they thought something was wrong with me. But man, I was just different, man. Like growing up, I was not academic at all. I remember like in 1st grade, 2nd grade, man, I was thinking of like imagining ninjas like flying, because we had little top windows at the very top of the classrooms, and I was thinking about ninjas, like if they flew in there, like, and if I was making a movie, like which angle would I shoot them from, you know? Like I'll shoot them from this angle if they came into this window, and then bam, pan over to this side. I was like in 1st grade thinking about how to make, like thinking in my head, like how am I going to make a movie if ninjas coming in here? I was a weird kid, man, and I guess my parents thought it was something. I just wasn't academic. I'm not good with academics.
I wouldn't say weird. I would say more artistic. You were an artistic kid.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
So when did you change it to DJ xSHY1?
DJ xSHY1, it was in 8th grade.
8th grade?
8th grade, and then like going to because I thought about it, I was like, I'm not really a DJ. Like I did like gigs and I had like little stuff, but I wasn't. I mean, I was mainly influenced by like DJ Paul, and then I saw like he has DJ in his name, you know, and I was like DJ xSHY1, and I was shy, and so I was in the b-boy crew, and I was always shy too to bust out to break dance in the battles. We had battles. That's how we made money too. We did breakdance battles, and I was always shy, man, and so one of them gave me the name xSHY1, and I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So DJ xSHY1, and then I dropped the DJ and just put xSHY1.
What happened with xSHY1?
From what part, dude?
Like, why like not xSHY1 anymore? Why the 361x?
Because during my absence, like those 15 years I was gone, some girl from the UK, a UK DJ, used that name xSHY1. So during that time, like she does like I guess it's like house music, garage, like techno-ish type, you know. I kind of when I wasn't even planning on coming back really, but I just had to, man. It was in me. And then when I saw that, I was kind of like, man, it's kind of messed up. I think that she should have done her research. You know, she should have done her research to see if if there's anybody with that name, you know, or anything. But I guess not. So to avoid any conflict, I went ahead and just changed it. And then at the same time, I was kind of like, well, this is a whole new start for me too, if I come back, you know, so changed it.
How'd you come up with the new name?
I don't know, man, to be honest. I really don't know. I mean, I did like xSHY361, you know, from Corpus 361, and I still want to be called Shy because people still call me Shy. So I still wanted Shy in the name in there. So, and it has one in there, you know, 361, so xSHY1. And I don't even care. People call me xSHY1 all they want. I don't care, man. It's all good with me. But she should have done her research, though.
Right. What happened with the rock group that you did?
Well, we went on. We were doing good, man. And we went on tour, and we just. It's just our guitarist. He's so talented, like, but he wants to play disc golf. He wants to go pro and play disc golf. He's a very interesting guy, but Yeah, he wants to play disc golf. So we went on tour. We all knew when we got back that it was a wrap. You know, it was done. But we're still working on stuff.
Oh,
We're
y'all are
still
still working on stuff, huh?
we're still tight. We're still tight. Yeah.
That's good.
But we're gonna hopefully drop another EP or something. Like so each one of us is writing a song. And then we're gonna pretty much add our flavor to the song. So, and then I got one show. This is my last project with them. I told them, but those dudes are my brothers, man, and I love those dudes to death. And we're all still tight. We're still cool. But yeah, I told them I got one one show left with them. I'm gonna do one show, and then anything like if they ever need any keys or anything like that to any future projects, you know, I'll be there. But yeah, I really want to try to get back into it, man, into the rap stuff. So.
And what happened? Why did you take the 15-year break?
I feel like I had to, man, for myself. I had to. I kind of went down some dark holes, man, in my life. Oh my gosh, dude. I went some really dark places, man, and then I was drinking a lot too. And I don't even drink, very very rare now, but I was drinking a lot, and
as you have a beer.
And, but as I but as I hold on, no, it's texting. But I did it for myself just because, like, I really wanted to have a family. Like, I mean, I had my oldest. So whenever I had my oldest son, the music stuff, I was still doing little shows here and there, but I wasn't pushing it like I used to. I was. It was kind of like going down, and then and yeah, and I was kind of going down. I really want to have a family, man. To be honest, and
right.
I kind of worked on that. I worked on bettering myself too, and just growing up a little bit. I just kind of had to focus on me, man, and get what kind of it was a bigger goal to me to settle down and to have my family and stuff. So that's what took so long.
You also picked up making masks, right?
No, I don't make
outfits.
Them. I don't make them.
You don't make them? Oh,
no,
you just modify them or something?
No, man. Everyone thinks that I make them. No, I collect them. I collect masks. So I collect high-end silicone masks. So they're badass, man. And then now, like I noticed, like even Twisted Insane's new video, he's wearing a silicone mask that's made from the company that my friends at Immortal Mask. They make some of the dopest masks, and I kind of want to get one like custom, like to do at shows, wear at shows and stuff. But no, I don't make them. I just collect them, and I actually got rid of. I boxed them up and put them away. But they used to be all behind me in big old walls. So I had 3 walls full of masks, and I put them away because of the whole homeschooling stuff. Well, the kids being here. So gotcha. I got them a desk here, yeah, so that way they can be in this room too and do their work and do their school.
Okay. Yeah, I was really thinking that you really did do those.
No, I mean everyone does.
You remember everyone Jackie, does. Right?
If I see, I probably will.
Nick's old girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Because she does that too. She actually makes them.
Yeah, I know she's always done like special effects and stuff. Yeah, that's cool stuff. I wish I could. I wish I had time to, you know, but I don't.
I'm gonna switch it up a little. How'd you get into video editing?
I don't know, man. I like doing my own shit. Like, I don't even know, to be honest. Like, oh, I know, because I got a music video done back then, but it really wasn't and I didn't do it, but someone else did it, and it was okay. But the quality just didn't look like professional to me. But the whole professional setup and everything was good. But then I was like, I need to figure out how to do this myself, you know? Plus, because I don't have a lot of money. So I was like, if I could do it myself, I'll save me a lot of money. So I don't know. The videos that I do too, like I don't use anything special. Like I really don't. They don't even make the camera that I use anymore. So, oh, excuse me.
I remember that camera that you used to use.
Well, those weren't like, you remember Peanut and stuff that they would record on the other camera. Yeah, I don't even use that. Like the camera that I use is just like a regular DSLR. It's like probably like a $300 camera now. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a Canon 80D.
See,
I'm
so
learning how to do stuff with.
mine's a 60D. So I shoot those videos in a 60D, not a 6D, a 60D. So that's what I use. So, but the 80D too, you'd be able to use that too. I've always been big on. It's not about what you have, man. It's just how you use it. And it's pretty cliche, but I strongly like people now, even with music, man. Or man, I have so many friends and like I see a lot of people that have like the baddest equipment, baddest mics, the top of the notch type shit, you know, the fucking baddest gear, the baddest cameras, the everything. And then you see their work and it's like, come on, man, like it's still shit, you know?
Right.
It's still shit. Like, what the fuck? Like you have the baddest shit. Like, so I'm real big on like, it's not about what you have. Like it's just how you use it.
Exactly.
Even with rap, you have these guys that are dope, spit fucking bars, you know, they can like me, like I'm not a good rapper and I know I'm not, but a lot of these rappers too, like they won't even admit that. Like I know I'm not a good rapper. I know, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped too, is because I know I'm not a good rapper. But when I do the music and I do the production and everything, like everything kind of comes together, so it's not as bad. But then you have all these other dudes that are just fucking sick, dude. Lyrical, like just the content, everything just fucking sick. But then you hear their music and it's kind of like, it's very bland. Like, okay, like, yeah, you're dope, but the song as a whole it's okay. Like it could be better. It's just a matter of like how they the production with it and everything. And a lot of people talk about shit too that they don't even fucking do. So I don't know, maybe that's part of it.
Some people probably are just rushing into doing it, getting it
and that too.
out.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. A lot of people, it seem like they just record it and do music just to get something out, you know. But a good way to tell like people who are passionate about music and people who are not passionate about music is going to one of the shows and you see them perform live and it's just very like bland and it's like, oh, this dude's just rapping just to rap, you know. Like it ain't really, there's nothing really behind that, you know. It's all just writing things that rhyme and just rapping it to a beat. Where I like to put like all these real feelings and emotions and just release on stage, you know. So
yeah, that was one thing that I remember Sean, right?
Oh hell yeah.
He sent me a link. He's like, hey, you gotta check this guy out. I just booked this guy for our mini. You gotta check him out. This dude puts a live show on like it ain't nothing. And then I remember watching the video. I don't even remember what video. I was just like, dude, he's everywhere. How does he have that much energy?
And nowadays you see it a lot more, but back then you didn't really see that, you know. But now,
how is that not really seeing it? You put on a hell of a show,
man. But yeah, I remember when I first did a show in Dallas, man, and there wasn't really nobody there. Just a few people, you know, at Tomcats.
Right.
But I had a fucking blast, and it was in class, and McNasty was there, and then my homeboy Curtis, Sir Tones, the one that went to middle school with me and stuff, he was there, and
I remember that show.
Yeah, and then the next one was with class's CD release party. So then, like, you see like the crowd already growing, you know. I did a mini in Oklahoma, so I was still traveling, you know, and back then I was doing free shows just to like just to get my name out. So that's part of the grind too. Like me and class, McNasty, we weren't getting paid for these shows. We went out there, even like not even the Fort Worth and Dallas area, but even further out. We'll travel, and we won't get paid. We just sold like our merchandise, and that's how we got, you know, money and stuff. And then but yeah, so we did that to try to get our names out more, you know, and it kind of it worked. But then so the second show with classes thing, you know, more people were there, and that show was badass. And then it was the I don't remember what I think it was LeVay. No, what's that other guy, the super villains guy? Lavelle?
I want to say his name was
Lavelle. So his show, and that show was fun. And then it just got bigger and bigger in that area, in Dallas area. So all the shows in Dallas, man, are always fucking good times, man.
Oh yeah, it's nothing
are you
like
still
that
in there?
anymore.
Are you
still
over there?
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
It's not
actually
like that
moved
anymore.
back to Corpus, moved back up here. Although
Man.
I do miss the beach. I do have to say I miss the beach out there.
But did you go to like what you got to go like out like a little bit further out to go to the nice beach to go to good stuff. Not don't go by the north.
We were living in Flower Bluff, and we went across the big bridge.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So it's decent over there. Yeah, it's decent. Yeah. It's decent over there.
So I was like 5 minutes away from the beach.
Okay.
So I was enjoying it because I ain't never been near the beach.
Yeah, man. People like they come and visit Corpus and they go like to North Beach where the Lexington's at and they'll go swim next to that shit and that shit's nasty down there. But people think like, oh, Corpus. It's like, no, you're at the wrong beach. You need to go a little bit further out, you know. But
yeah, I was told that's a man-made beach with man-made sand and all that.
Oh man, who knows? Yeah, it is. It kind of is though. Yeah, the whole area. But then if you go down to like Bob Hall Pier and stuff, and yeah, it's good stuff there.
I'm gonna have to come down there. I can't believe that I never.
You hit me up, man. I wanted to, man, but before you know it, you were already gone. And I was like, oh shit, man.
I tried to hang out with Omar one night, but the bouncer wouldn't let me in because I had tattoos on my arms.
Where were y'all at?
Dude, I don't even remember.
Oh shit, it's weird.
It was some night that UFC was on.
Oh wow. I wonder where he was at then. That's weird.
Jesus.
But I'll be up there, man. I'll be up in that area in October.
Yeah, I saw. How's that working out?
We're just playing it by ear right now, but the owner of that venue's been like doing protests and shit. And I'm with him, man. That dude, he's pretty much, because you know they're shut down, like bars and stuff, venues.
Right.
So he's really trying to make the point to like, why are we shut down when restaurants and everything else is open? You know, we can still follow the guidelines in which they have, and still be open, so they can, function as a business and paid employees and stuff. But still, I don't know. I think tonight he did a show. He's doing a show at the Rail Club in protest. He did another one, but he has everything like following the guidelines, 6 feet apart or whatever. And it might be like that in October, but I'm okay with that. I'm straight. I just want to see everybody, man, and chill. So
dude, I know a lot of people are excited to have you come back.
I hope so. Shit, I'm excited, man. I'm pumped.
I've been trying to get you to come back for years.
Yeah,
and
man,
you're like, no.
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. I'm ready, man.
Even LeVay said that he might be coming down.
I hope so. He said that. Yeah, I hope so. Dude, man, McNasty's coming down, and then like
is he?
Yeah, McNasty's he's on the show now.
Oh, I did not notice that.
So McNasty's on the show. There's Mad Max. He's coming down. Labyrinthine. I always mispronounce his name, but that is coming down from Pennsylvania. Mad Max is from Massachusetts. I think he's coming down. So those are coming down just to party, man. And I'm pretty sure there might be some other people, but that dude, like when they want to come down and play the show with me, I was stoked, man. Like, but it's very humbling. Like to be like, oh, it's cool, man. Like I don't know what to say, like. And then people were like Kenneth was like, it's the best. Like you're probably one of the best artists I've seen live and stuff. And it's just cool because, like, I really don't feel that like I'm just underground, man. Just be. You've been in the shows, dude. Like I don't hide behind backstage and try to. Like I'm out there with everybody, hanging out, drinking. I don't really like to. I don't know. I just like to be with everybody else, to be honest. I don't really like
to. It's different hanging out backstage than it is hanging out in the crowd.
Yeah.
People that actually enjoy the show, because you actually enjoy a show too.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! Like if I'm able to, like whoever's playing, like I'm gonna be up there too in the front, fucking jamming. Like hell yeah! Like at this show too, like. So we're probably gonna get there though early. So, it depends. Pretty much it depends when the wife gets ready too. So whenever she gets ready and stuff, I'll probably be there as early as possible just to be there, you know, just to hang out and shit.
Right. Oh man, I feel you on the drive now.
Yeah, it's not that as bad though. So back then, when we used to go up there a lot, like it was like
Mhm.
it was an 8 hour drive. Now it's like 5.5, 6 or something. Because back then,
The
even
tollway.
this is no, not even tollways. Tollways weren't even around back then. But because of speed limit. So dude, it's been so long. So when I used to go up there, the fastest you can go was 65 miles per hour on the highway. Now it's like what, 70 or something. But even just
70, 75.
yeah, so 75. So even a 10-mile difference now cuts it down like pretty much like by an hour. It's crazy.
Man, I never paid attention to the speed limit anyways. I was going always 85.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still a grueling drive.
Yeah, man. Well, we got used to it, man. We used to because Dallas was like that was the center spot. So if we had a show somewhere else in Michigan or whatever, we would always go up to Dallas and beat Dallas, and then from there we'll go on to wherever else we're going to Arkansas, Oklahoma. We'll stop in Dallas and then go over there. So it was cool. I miss it, man. I miss being on that road, man. It's cool. And then fucking Peanut. I don't remember Peanut.
I remember Peanut. And
No
Omar.
pain in my ass, but yeah, so he would always sleep all the time, man. That dude would sleep on the way, and then when we get there, he'd be like, all right, let's party, let's go. I'm like, dude, we're fucking tired, dude. Just fall asleep, but good times, man.
The video you just dropped, what did you use to make that with? What program did you use?
I use Vegas.
You're still using Vegas?
Yeah, man. Yeah, some other company bought it. Sony used to own it. Well, actually, Sonic Foundry used to own it, which Sonic Foundry used to do Acid Pro, and then oh shit, and then
that was a good one.
Yeah, it's not that bad. And then they did like the video software, Sonic Foundry, and then Sony bought Sonic Foundry, and then now this company Magic's bought Vegas. So yeah, I did it all in Vegas.
Okay, did you actually shoot it stop motion?
No, hell no. That stuff's like 1970s stop motion. What's in the background right now? That's what it's playing in the background. No, it's this dude named Jean. I forget. I don't even pronounce his name. I'm gonna say it. So I did a video for Goodnight 15 years ago. I did a video using his stop motion clips for Alice in Wonderland's Alice, and then this was at the end of the credits. And I actually made this song that's for 15 years ago. So it was kind of based on that. So yeah, it's one of those old songs. I haven't really made anything new yet. Just only like a song here and there and the bonus track for the album, but that's it.
So what made you decide to finally release The Door?
I had to, man. Like it's just been there. I remember like even Peanut came by one time, and then he heard it and he was just like, "What the fuck?" It to me, The Door, it wasn't where I wanted it to be, you know, still. But then like when he came, he heard it, like, dude, you gotta release that, man. You gotta just get it out there. And then my homeboy Curtis too, he came down for my wedding, and then he was he heard it and he was like, "Say, man, so that's tight." He's like, you gotta release it. I was like, I don't know. It just wasn't really where I wanted it to be, and it still wasn't really. I kind of released it just to. I released it to move on, because I really kind of want to. I wanted to release it to see if people would appreciate it and enjoy it. And then I don't know, man. When I launched the sales, the pre-order sales, like, and seeing the response, I was like, man, this is. It meant a lot to me, man. It really did. Like. I can't explain the exact feeling, but it really hit an area where it's like, oh man, like this, I miss this.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that have wanted XSHY1 to come back.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. But even throughout the years, man, like I was getting hit up a lot, and I'm like, dude, I haven't done music in 3 years. You know, I'm sorry. And then and then they hit me up again, or like other people hit me up like, I haven't done music in 10 years, I haven't done anything, and then 15 years I haven't done music, man. Like I stopped, and the thing that sucks though is like I stopped because I still have other projects that are lined up from back then, which I'm still gonna finish and stuff, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm not even gonna touch anything new until I get caught up on what I need to do, and some stuff I can't really talk about, but it's gonna be fucking dope, dude.
What made you decide to start doing shows again?
The main thing is to try to like. So I have a family and kids, man, and seeing. So I look to the homeboy Scum. I see Nick out there just hustling and knowing that they're making some money too. So a lot of it too was to be able to show my wife too that I can provide, but at the same time I need that, like, that mental release. Like I need that form of therapy, but at the same time I want to do both. Like I want to have that mental release, being on stage again, doing shows again, and still be able to provide for my family or bring something back so I don't lose anything for them, you know. I have 3 kids, man, so but the main thing was to get out there and release. And that was a big form, man, of therapy for me back in the day.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, Jesus, you would let it all out. I can see why.
It was fun. Drink a lot too. Shit. It was like a party though, you know. Like,
oh yeah,
the shows were just more like a fucking cheers, you know, like fucking party.
Probably one of my favorite ones that you did was the one in Fort Smith, the Halloween party.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, and fucking McNasty broke his hand too. Like,
yes,
he was there in the cast and shit.
Doing
that was
the Leatherface in the cast.
Oh yeah, dude, that was fucking cool. Killmatic. And
that was amazing.
Man, dude, McNasty is honestly one of my favorite. I always say this, dude, but he's actually one of my favorite rappers, like in the underground, man. He's still underrated and so dope, man. He's fucking
he is very underrated.
Shit. He came down for a couple of Corpus shows that I did years ago, and so he stayed at my place, and like I think I have to look for him, but I have some like old school freestyles. Dude, that dude's just fucking funny, man. He overall, he's just a good dude too. Him and Nick, man, those dudes, like we've been through a lot, you know, trying to get our names out and stuff, and yeah, man, I love those dudes.
So your love of horror movies, how did that come about?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, man. And then she's like, "Mijo, why are you so into this dark stuff and everything?" I was like, "Because of you. What are you talking about? You got me into this stuff." But yeah, man, my mom. I remember growing up renting movies. Like I was talking about my wife too. Like when I first saw Child's Play. But I grew up watching, you know, The Gate.
I remember The Gate.
Troll, the Poltergeist movies. Fuck, man. Like so many of them. I can't even think. I don't know why I can't think of shit right now, dude. I guess because I'm being interviewed and stuff. I'm not used to it. But yeah, there's so many movies, and then it got like as I got older, like it just wasn't American horror wasn't really doing it for me, man. So I got really into the Asian films, and like the Asian horror, the foreign horror, and I was just like blown away by their style of acting, everything, the music, the score, the cinematography. And a lot of it too, I put that in with the music too. But Asian movies are people might get mad. I'm okay. I'm not really a big fan of American horror now. Like I can't even. It just depends.
Been for forever since I've actually seen a horror movie because my wife, well, she can't stand horror. So I was kind of like, well, there goes my days of watching it unless I'm by myself.
She's got to watch good shit. Like there's really some good foreign movies. I don't know if you like Rob Zombie and shit, but like I think, and people are gonna fucking hate me, but I think Rob Zombie is a fucking horrible fucking horror movie director. And that's just my opinion. And I hold a grudge, man, with Rob Zombie so much, man.
I like Rob Zombie's movies, but I don't look at them as horror.
What do you see them as?
I see them more as a thriller.
Well, yeah, kind of. I did enjoy the Devil's Rejects. But
Right.
I think the reason why I'm just not a fan of his movies is like when House of a Thousand Corpses came out. I don't know if you remember, and it was like this big old hype.
It
And
was.
yeah, and it was this big old hype where they were like, you know, it's too gory. It's too gory that no, like these people, you know.
Nobody's picking it up.
Yeah, exactly. So it kept on. So I was like, "Ooh, fuck, man! Like I can't wait to see this shit." You know, like hell yeah! Like I want to see a badass, fucking gruesome. Like everyone's fucking hype. Like Rob Zombie's doing a fucking movie. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! This is gonna be fucking sick, dude. This dude knows his shit. You know, he'll know his shit."
Right.
And then when I saw the movie, I was like, "These motherfuckers didn't pick up this movie. They didn't pick up this movie because it was gory. They picked up this movie because it fucking sucked." So I
Right.
was like, I was like, and they're like, "Oh, the gore was cut out in this one scene." I was like, "Yeah, but even that, besides that gore, like just the movie was just, I'd rather watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, like 10 times before I see that again." That's just my opinion, though. I'm being pretty critical, but
Actually, we're one of the same mind. I
yeah,
was so pumped up for it for
man,
same reasons, and then I'm watching it. I'm like,
yeah.
this is not a great movie.
So I kind of gave up on Rob Zombie movies, but I did enjoy The Devil's Rejects for what it was. I liked it. It was kind of more like a thriller, you know. But
Right.
I
I
did
like
enjoy
the
it.
Halloween ones he did. I will
They
have
were
to.
okay. They were okay. I just kind of wish they were okay, but I just think we all could have done without them, if
Right.
that makes any sense. You know, like they
That
didn't really
makes
have to
total
be made.
sense. I
Yeah,
look at
like
them as they were good movies.
yeah,
Movies.
they were
They're
okay.
their own standalone type thing. As if
Yeah.
there was never one before that.
They're decent if you're, you know, classic, you know, like Michael Myers fan, to watch something that's Michael Myers. That's pretty much. But you think about it too, like it's something original. He's gone off of Michael Myers, a really established name, established horror icon. So just that alone probably saves it. But yeah, at the same time, it didn't have to be made.
Right. Agreed. Oh my god. I want to blank on the horror movie I was going to say something about.
I like weird horror movies, man.
What
Like
did you think of The Ring when it came out?
which one?
Both both versions of it.
What do you
The
mean?
original Japan
Japanese? Oh,
version
I love The Ring, man. I love The
compared to the
Ring.
American version.
The American version actually wasn't too bad, but I still the same. I still feel the same. Where they, why, you know, why not? Right, I'm more of like, why not release the original? Why not release the Asian version in theaters instead of doing an American version? But I understand why they do it. Obviously, money. But no, I enjoyed it, and I actually enjoyed the remake. There's very few remakes that I enjoy, but yeah, I enjoyed The Ring, The Grudge too. The Grudge to me, it was better than. Well, I like them both evenly. The original Grudge, even the remake was decent too. Shutter to me is the original Shutter, the Thailand Shutter is the shit. They did a remake too. I didn't even try to watch the remake.
Have you got the Shutter app, to the horror app with all the horror movies?
I did for like the trial, and then I deleted it, man. It just
wasn't that good.
Nah, man. I mean, they start, dude, The Wailing. So The Wailing is more of a recent foreign film. I really enjoyed that movie, The Wailing.
What's that
one was
about?
a good one. You just gotta watch it, man. It's like kind of like people infected and shit. But nah, it's good. It's good. The way it's shot is shot very beautiful. I love the cinematography. Like I even enjoyed like American horror. I don't know if it's horror, but like people don't like this, but I like really slow kind of. I don't really like slow pace. I just like good shit. But people like don't like The Others. I love The Others. The whole like psychological horror type of. I
Right
don't know if
there.
you've seen The
Yes.
Others.
The one with Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I first saw that, I was kind of like, because it was a little bit different from what I was used to, you know. So I was like, oh shit! Like I love twists at the end. Man, this guy Truth Seeker, he recommended a movie called Marrowbone, and that movie is like, actually it's going up there like one of my top favorites, and it's a US, it's an American horror movie, but that movie, man, It's really good. I like movies like that, kind of that pace, kind of more kind of creepy but interesting. You're listening, you're watching little details and stuff, and you go back, little twists, at the end. You're like, oh shit. But I'm a horror buff, man.
I did it again. What was the name of the horror movie I was just talking? Oh my god. It's kind of a mid 2000s horror. Oh my god.
American?
No. Yes, it's American horror. Oh my god. Oh well, fuck it. If it comes back to me, it comes back to me.
Dude, I love survival horror too. Some of it, like I like the Descent. I don't know if you've ever seen the Descent. The Descent.
No, I haven't.
It's with those group of girls going in a cave and they get stuck in this cave. They're trying to crawl out this cave, and there's like fucking demons that never seen the light before, but they live in there. But they're like humanoids and shit. Like,
I think I've heard of that.
Okay, that's a good one. They even made 2 parts, and which is cool about the second part is like it continues right where part 1 left off. But I like that one. There's one called Eden Lake, which is I think it's like a straight to video type of movie, but it's very underrated. People really know. But Eden Lake, it's another good one. Hot Tension is one of my favorite ones. Oh shit, man! There's so many. I can go on and on, man. But
okay, I remembered the one I was thinking of. Sinister. What did you think of that? I was actually surprised by that because going back, I didn't see them in the background of all the little pictures in the background.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah,
but that's what I liked about that.
I was like, come on, man! Like, I'm not gonna be scared of Michael Jackson in the fucking pool, like what the fuck?
Well, you call him Michael Jackson. I called him Casey Jones.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he does look like Casey Jones. So I was kind of like, it was okay. Like Insidious. So
yeah,
like Insidious, like I was fucking like I was enjoying it, and then until the fucking demon showed up, and I was like, fucking Darth Maul. Like, you can see the dude's contacts. Like, I don't know. So I was kind of like, man. Like, as soon as he came out, I was like, man, I'm done. And then, but The Conjuring, I did enjoy those, but nothing like I would watch over and over and over again.
What about the Annabelle part of it?
It's okay. Like I went down the whole timeline to watch them in order and stuff. I watched them, but the same thing. It's not nothing that like I wouldn't go buy a fucking doll of Annabelle, like, because it.
What do you think of the Annabelle story though?
Oh, it was cool. Origins was cool.
No, I'm talking about like the actual Annabelle story.
Oh, the original. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck, dude? Like, that'd be some
and they
shit.
Still have it.
Yeah, I know. That'd be some shit.
I heard that it was the aisles of stuff was so skinny that you could barely fit through them.
Yeah. I watched all the Annabelles to see, and I watched like videos of people that actually went to that museum and stuff too. But I love horror movies that have like a really like dark atmosphere too. There's one called Creep, and it's not the one that's like on Netflix, but there was one that I seen about this. He's like another like dude that lived in the subway.
Is it old?
Kind of. He lived in the subway. He's kind of deformed and shit, and he just fucking murdered people in the subway. They would stay there overnight and shit.
Because I remember back in the day, there was a horror movie called Creep, and I remember the picture of the VHS had a skeleton on it, and I want to say it was kind of like in bones, and the word creep was in bones.
It might have been that one. I don't know. This is kind of like a handwriting creep or something like that.
You know what? Yeah, it could have been that. But it's been forever since I've seen it.
I try to go watch like horror movies when they're in the theaters too. I love going to the movie theaters and stuff too. I miss
that.
Yeah, man, me too. Me too. I miss everything, just being out. But
okay, we got on a movie theater subject since I'm not in Corpus anymore. Okay, there were 2 movie theaters, and I heard Alamo popped up out there.
Yeah.
Alamo's cool. Are the other 2 still there?
Yeah.
What about the Dead Mall? Is the Dead Mall still there?
Yeah, the mall's still there. The Dead Mall's still there. I used to work at one of those movie theaters, man. The Hood one. I used to work there for like 6 years. I worked there.
I think that's what, the Dollar Theater?
No, that was at the Dead Mall.
The Dead Mall. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm surprised that mall's still there.
Yeah, it's there. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it, but it's there. I think it's like Halloween City in there right now. That's probably it. But Alamo just reopened. My wife's not really ready to go there. They got to. Oh.
That was better. They're getting better. Later in the conversation it comes, they get better.
Yeah.
Deeper and longer.
Yeah. What, you drinking something too or what? What's up, Loki?
No, actually, dude, I don't even drink that much anymore.
Neither do I. But special occasion, I haven't seen you in a while. So
oh my
yeah.
God.
Shit, me too, man. Me too. My wife though, she drinks, man. She's a whiskey girl.
Yeah, G-Dub Gary, he got me hooked on Jameson.
I miss G-Dub, man. I miss Gary.
It's been a while.
I really hope he goes out there. I hope both of you guys go up there, man.
Dude, I'm gonna try to. As soon as I saw that you were coming, I'm like, dude, I've got to be there. It's been forever since
I'm wondering if it's gonna be. I kind of think it might end up being like a limited type of thing, like a limited table type of thing. But
it's gotta have to be.
But it's in October, so we'll see how time. How
time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they get to reopen.
What day is that?
It's on a Friday night.
What's the date? October
23rd. 23rd. Yeah, so a little bit further at the end of October. But it should be cool, man.
Closer to Halloween.
Mm-hmm. The weekend before Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and ask: are you gonna play reactions? Because I know you really got tired of playing it back in the day.
No, I didn't get I didn't really get tired of playing it. I got tired while playing it. That motherfucker. That song kicks my ass, man. That shit reactions, man. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll do it. I have to.
Everybody loves that song.
I have to, man. Now I'll probably open up with I don't know. I really don't know. See, I don't know my stage set or anything. I'll probably start that here probably next week or in a couple of weeks. I'll probably start working on the actual stage set and see what I'm gonna do.
That would be real nice to hear some of y'all do some of that old stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it old school.
Unless y'all got some new stuff, that would be even better.
I haven't touched anything really new, man, to be honest. So it's gonna be old stuff, or whatever's on the Dora album.
How can people get a hold of you?
Shit, but Instagram, Facebook. Pretty much that. Horrorbeats.com is where I sell beats, and the store.horrorbeats.com is where the store's at. Where you can order the CD and shit. I just launched everything, so I'm trying to push that shit out.
And what's the handle on your Instagram and all that?
xSHY361x.
xSHY361x.
Yeah, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram's the same thing. xSHY361x. YouTube, same thing. I think YouTube, same thing. I don't know.
Anything else you need to plug?
Nah, man, I really want to plug, man. Just want to hang out and shit, with you, man. I haven't seen you in a while, so.
Right. Dude, when I was down in Corpus, there was what was the pool hall down there? There was a pool hall.
Theo's? There's Theo's. There was Paradise. There was Pockets.
Okay, I want to say it was by a grocery store.
Theo's. HEB. Yeah.
Right. And I remember going in there a few times and seeing like flyers you would put up. I'm like, hey, Shy's been here.
Yeah, they're good friends. They're the homies at Theo's, man. They're cool. They're family.
I'm like, man, every time I went into there, I was like, dude, I gotta get a hold of him.
Yeah, you hit me up, man. Next thing you know, you're like, I'm gone. I was like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it kind of felt shitty when I went down there.
Yeah.
The girl I was living with and everything, but
yeah.
And then one thing led to another because my wife, which is kind of who I moved up here to kind of be with, and kind of get away and kind of get back on track of where I was heading. And it was just one thing led to another. And my wife is a girl I've known since 6th grade.
Damn, nice,
that I've been
man.
trying to get with.
Okay.
And one thing, I came down one time for Comic-Con with my son, and we kind of started talking, and we just hit it off from there.
Oh yeah, that's cool,
And
man. So oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and then it just really wasn't working with the girl I was living with.
Yeah, you gotta go, man, where you're happy, you know. If it ain't
Yeah.
working, you already know. So leave.
One of the reasons why I didn't stay is because, dude, I couldn't get work out there for nothing.
Really?
Yeah, because I had a background. I have a I've been arrested for. It should be second-degree assault, if I'm not
Damn,
mistaken.
dude.
But
The
when
fuck?
they do the background check, it came up first-degree assault. It came up with everything I got charged for,
Damn.
which it wasn't supposed to. And I've never had a problem in Texas with any of that showing up until I went to Corpus. I couldn't even get a place to live out there. The place I did live was kind of like a last-minute thing. We got it like pretty much the day before we were supposed to move out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was.
Could have worked for me, man.
Dude, I tried, and then you said minimum wage. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Wage.
Yeah.
If you would have said something like $10, I'm like, okay, that's $10.
It probably would have been. No, it probably would have been around there.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah.
You said minimum wage. I'm thinking $7.75.
Nah, it probably around 10 stuff. But man, that sucks, man. But at least you're good now, man. You're happy. Shit happens for a reason too, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With my wife, I've known her probably since I was a baby, but I've known her since as long as I can remember, first grade, second grade stuff. And so a lot of it too is like a lot of it too doing shows too. Like I really kind of want her to see it. I want her to meet everybody. I want her to see like this is who her husband is, you know.
Right.
Because she doesn't know. She really has no idea. And she started to see like when I released the stuff, and she started seeing the response, and she was kind of like okay. But in the beginning, she was kind of like, what, you know, like you got to kind of understand and put yourself in their shoes too, to understand the caution about it, you know. But now she's kind of like just kind of going with it. So I really want her to see and feel, and to feel what I feel with everybody. And
I don't know if Sean will be there. Have you even? It's been forever since I've talked to him.
Dude, I don't know, man, but I know that dude got skinny as
Super
shit,
skinny.
dude. What the fuck? Dude got skinny.
I did too for a little bit. Before I moved to Corpus, I was down to 210.
Yeah. I've been losing weight too, man.
Then I got down to Corpus. I ate all that Mexican food. I gained 60 pounds.
Hey, there's some good restaurants down here though. Like there's some real Mexican food down here.
I miss those Mexican restaurants out there.
Yeah. People think like, oh, you going
too.
Yeah, people think you go to Dallas and shit. Like, nah, man, you come down here, it's a little bit different and shit. But now I've been trying to like get my cardio up and shit, especially for the show and shit. Especially if I do reactions. Like, so I'm down 20 pounds, but I was getting big, dude.
Dude,
I was getting big.
I got back up to almost 330.
Yeah.
Since I've been back.
Damn.
Yeah, and now I'm back down to 259 last time I weighed. So I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Shit. Hell yeah. That's fucking dope.
I'm trying. I cut out Cokes. I cut out sweets.
Now, do you do Diet Cokes though? Or not?
No.
Just water?
Just water.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I still do Diet Cokes here and there, but
I'll have a Monster every now and then, but it's kind of like a sweet tooth type thing to me. Like if I want something sweet, I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I'll have a Monster.
Shit, me too, dude. Dude, I was, before I started like really like dieting, not dieting, but yeah, well, I guess dieting. Man, dude, I had a sweet tooth. I had to have some like chocolate or something afterwards.
Oh, I'm actually glad I got rid of sweets. I can actually go into like a gas station and look at the candy bars and be like, nothing looks good.
Damn, I can't. I just gotta look straight ahead and just keep on going.
Oh, there's times I've got to be like, no, you can't have anything else to eat. You've already eaten. Go. You're just bored. You just bored eating. That's all it is.
Dude, I really hope you make it out to the show though, man.
I'm going to try, especially if it's going to be a limited edition, because my wife, she knows nothing about that side.
Bring her, man. Yeah, it'd be cool. Like, man, I even hope I see my Fort Smith people come down. I miss everybody, man. So I want them
I
to
know
meet.
Scotty's gonna be there.
I hope.
He's probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's gonna be there for sure. And Kevin, like I said, Kevin said he was thinking about coming down. He was surprised you were doing it. As soon as he did, he was like, "Oh, well, then I might be having a trip to Texas soon."
Shit, but then now like fucking McNasty's on it too, class, and it's gonna be like old times, man. I'm
We
fucking
just need
stoked.
Slack up there.
Dude, he should come down. Shit.
That would be nice if he
Him and his
did.
weed gardens and shit that he's fucking
That he's growing out there.
dude, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even know they had a weed school, and he got a weed diploma for
Oh no
growing
shit.
marijuana.
Wow. Dude, that's impressive. It's pretty cool.
Fuck yeah, he's all about it. I'm sure he's fucking good at it.
Oh dude, him and fucking EJ, I think they're doing it, man.
Is EJ still in Oklahoma? Because I could have swore he moved out for a little bit.
He might have, but I seen them together. I think they work at the same place and shit. So
growing I've seen them together too. So I didn't know if it was him just coming in town visiting or what.
No, I think he works there. I think they're still together. They've always been tight, man.
Oh yeah.
I still gotta do a song with Slack one of these days. I remember him always telling me like we've never done a song together, so I need to do a song with Slack.
Y'all have never done a song together?
No, man. We've never done a song together.
I would not have thought of that. Because you've done one with McNasty, Class, everybody.
Yep.
Except for wow.
Yeah, we did like a whole riff raff song, but yeah, we definitely need to do something. I got a lot of catching up to do though. Like a lot of people hit me up too, like to make beats. It was like I got stuff I gotta do first. So give me a few, and then hopefully you'll be back.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be really busy when you come
been busy, man. I've been busy
catching up with everybody.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna try to stay the weekend and shit. So Saturday we're just gonna make our rounds. So even like my homeboy Curtis that went to middle school, that's something about the rap stuff. His name's Sir Tones, Mr.
I remember him.
Yeah, so he's up there now. He lives up there.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So his kids are my god kids too. So
okay,
go see them and shit.
Is he gonna be there?
I hope so. Shit.
It'd be good to see him again.
Yeah, man.
I hadn't seen him. I think I want to say since probably the first time he came to Dallas.
He's a good dude, man. He's my brother from another mother. He's a good dude. His family, man. That dude's, we've always been right by each other sides since the very beginning.
So how'd your haunted house go this year?
This year hasn't happened yet, man. But I've been working on it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the one that just passed.
Oh, the one that just passed was cool. Yeah. It was cool, but like this year I started working on it. This year's gonna be it'll blow it away if I do it. I don't know because it's the weekend after the show, so I'm kind of like juggling both. So I don't know. And then plus the whole virus shit. Like I don't know if I should save this shit until next year, but this shit's fucking legit. Like what I'm doing this year is gonna blow what I did last year out the water.
What made you decide to do that?
Always wanted to, man. Since I was little, I always thought like if I buy a house or if I had a garage, I want to do a haunted house. I want to do a haunted house for the neighborhood, for the community and stuff. And then so I bought a house and now I'm like, I convinced my wife to let me and shit. So as long as she can park her car in there, she's good. So I park my car outside now and everything. But yeah, but even that too, man, like me being able to get a house, even to get her a ring, little things like that were like accomplishments goals that I've had, a family, just to be good. That meant more to me than music, just to do that for myself. That's a bigger challenge. So that's what I kind of put the music aside for, is to do that. But now it's like, I mean, there was not 1 day, 1 second where I didn't think like, fuck, man, like I want to make some shit, like.
I know exactly how you mean, because pretty much how I stopped drinking was because my son moved in with me, because I knew he was going to be moving in with me, so I partied a little harder than normal because I knew one day he's going to be moving in with me. I wouldn't be able to party as hard, but I didn't ever think I would just kind of just stop drinking.
Right.
It just kind of took over. Just okay, everything. I've got to make sure he's got this, he's got that. Got to be taken care of. Just kind of shut myself off to the world, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's good, man.
Taking care of him.
You have to. The priorities, man. You got to, we grew up, so we got to kind of handle that shit first, and then, but now, like, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of want I want my kids to be like, well, daddy did, because I feel old, and who knows when I'm gonna fucking croak, Nobody knows when they're gonna go. So I kind of want my kids to be like, my daddy did this, what he loved to do. And the same thing for me too. It's selfish, but I want to die doing what I love to do. And it's
I
just
understand. I
different.
do too. I mean,
Yeah.
I've always been into movies myself. I've loved music. That was kind of like always a fallback thing for me, movies and music. But movies have always been there for me. I used to want to be an actor, and then me looking at the actors, like, there's no fucking redheaded actor. There's no
Yeah, there
fat
is.
people now.
Yeah,
Back in the day, there wasn't.
Yeah, true.
And so I'm like, man, there ain't nobody gonna hire a fat redheaded actor. I'll just be a stuntman. So then I started doing falls to learn how to take falls and stuff.
Really?
And then I'm like, oh wait,
shit.
if there's no redheaded actors, why do you need a redheaded stuntman?
There you go. Yeah.
And then I just like, well, and then I just kind of gave up. And then I started kind of playing with cameras and wanting to be a director and doing some editing. Actually, you're the one who got me into editing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because when you were doing your editing, I talked to Sean. I was like, dude, I want to learn how to do some shit that Shy's doing. I want to learn how to do some editing like that. And then he hooked me up with the Vegas program.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Sean, I love Sean, man. Sean's he's actually on the fucking, like, I put him as an executive producer on the Door album and shit. I had to, because that dude, the Door album, it wouldn't be what it was unless it wasn't for Sean, man. Like, I would have never got those verses from Skinny Pimp, Dilemma, and Lord Infamous if it wasn't for Sean, man. That dude, man, he believed in me since when I first went over there. When, like, he legit believed in me. I never really had anybody really, like, step up like that.
Right.
Dude, I love that dude, man. Like, I owe that dude so much, man. Like,
Every time he talked about you, dude, he would always do it with such hype. He was so excited about everything. I remember when he told me, he was like, dude, I just got Lord Infamous to do a track with Shy1. Just wait till you hear this shit.
Dude, and that was dope. That was a dope experience, because whenever I did it, I told Sean, like, about Skinny Pimp doing it. Getting a verse from Skinny Pimp, and Sean's like, how much you hear, dude? Fucking get it. Do it. Let's do it. I was like, all right, fucking cool, man. So I did the verse, I sent him the track, the Skinny Pimp, the track. So whenever he called, like, he Skinny Pimp's very about, like, giving his number out. So right. I called him, and he called me. I talked to him on the phone, so told him what the track was about, whatever. And hold on. Anyways, so then he calls me like a day later, and he's playing the beat in the background and shit. And he's like, "Yo," he's like, "Hey, man, yo, Lord Infamous is here, man. He's fucking feeling this shit, like." He wants to speak with you. So I was like, what? Like, for real? Like, cool. So I talked to Lord Infamous, like, hey, my man, this shit's dope. He's like, you made this shit? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, everybody's like, man, he's like, this shit's dope, man. I want to get on it and stuff. So it was pretty much like he was there freestyling to it, in the background, and he must have been on something. I don't know. He's probably feeling good though, but it was like, well, how much? And then get the price, and then I went back to Sean, and it's like, hey, Lord Infamous wants to get on it too, and that. And Sean was like, fucking how much, and then told him, like, done, do it. So, like, really, dude, that shit, like, I never had anybody really, really, like, there's some people that hit me up, man. It's just, like, Sean I knew personally, like, because I met him, and I knew his intent, and so he got it done, man. That dude, he got it done, and fucking by 2 days later they sent me their verses, and I was like, fuck, man, it's badass. The only thing that sucked about it, though, not didn't suck because I didn't release that shit, you know, but about like 6 months or a year later, I heard another Homeboys song, and Lord Infamous that has the same verse that he did with me. So I was like, oh fuck, you know, like it's the same fucking verse, you know, because I never released it. Yeah, so I never released it, so it was the same verse. But that's another reason why too it took me a while to release The Door, is because I was kind of like fucking hurt, you know, like shit, you know, it's. But then I was like, fuck it, I got over it. But nah, man, Sean, man, I owe that dude so much, man. That dude's really, he's a good dude, man, too. Like he's one of the first people I met too up there in Dallas, and him and G-Dub too, man. And like even G-Dub, man, he would fucking help me out too whenever I needed it, man. He'll be there.
Oh yeah, they're both cool. I mean, they'll both help. If they get in good with you, they'll help you. They'll give you the shirt off their back if they can.
I did Gore Fest and I'll never forget, man. But yeah, him and G-Dub both came through, and they got me a fucking plane ticket, dude, just to go out there and fucking do the show.
Wait a minute, a plane ticket? How did there was that little bitty airport came out to here?
The what?
That little bitty Corpus airport came out to here?
Nah, I don't know. No, not over there. It was in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, and they're like, we'll get you a ticket, man, and go out there and fucking kill it. And I was like, fuck.
It was Death Fest, the one that was here, right?
I did Death Fest too. Yeah, I drove up there. I think that Death Fest is. I think I've done one or two of them, but I know one of them I fucking fell off the stage because I was fucking lit, dude. See, but at the time when Death Fest, I was still I was on my way down, kind of, you know. I wasn't really like. I was in it, but I wasn't. You know, I had my son, so mentally I was kind of like. I don't know, man. Yeah.
Kind of on the downturn to, okay, well, this has been fun, but I kind of got to get things going.
Kind of, but at the same time, I was like, I'm going to fucking just party. Like, I forgot I had to perform. So I was there just fucking partying, you know? But I think I even fell off the stage or some shit that show. But it was good times, man. Like, I had a lot of good times. Even when we shows up in Michigan and shit, dude, it was fucking dope. Dope as shit. I miss it. I can't wait. I hope it sucks because the whole fucking COVID shit happened. I mean, shit was planned, but I think it'll be alright.
So was this playing before? Did this start getting planned before the COVID hit, or?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. The show was booked. The homeboy Drew up there, he's booking all the shows and shit, man. That dude has some hustle, man. So he got a lot of connects and stuff, and he's been booking shows, and he's like. So he's handling my booking now, but he said only one condition is like if I gotta book your first show here in Dallas, Fort Worth area. I have to book you for anything after that's cool, but I have to book your first show. So I was like, let's do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, LeVay was talking about. I told him I was like, maybe one day we should get like a whole riffraff podcast going, and he thought I was talking about doing a whole show.
So someone tried to, man.
I still don't have any music, and I was like, no, podcast. A show would be nice, but and that's how we got into you doing a show out here.
LeVay is fucking dope, dude.
He is.
That dude, yeah, man. I really wish he I think I still owe him an album cover too when I stopped, but LeVay's fucking dope, dude. That dude's sick. He's a dope producer too. But I think last he said he was getting his shit back together. Same thing with me too. Like this mic, I might have to get a new mic. Some mic check 1 2 check. But he's dope. I hope, dude, that'd be badass if he goes to the show. That motherfucker's go out, dude. I definitely fucking. See, the thing is with that show too. I don't know if they're gonna sell liquor or not, so I have to pregame that shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
I mean, that's a good question because that's one of. I mean, again, it's in October. We just have to wait and see how the cards fall.
Yep.
Because for some reasons, out here the bars are closed. I don't know why, but they made a big deal about the strippers, the strip clubs being closed. That was a big deal for some reason.
I think they're open down here now, the strip clubs.
Well, they were open here for a little bit, then they closed them back down.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can go see some strippers. They can go have like 2 customers all day.
Yeah, their thing is at the venue too. They're like, if these guys can be open, then we should be open too. If not, if we had to close, then they should be closed too. And they're showing like pictures, like, the same night, one time with fights, like how their venue looked, and then how like this other place looked, and it was like fucking packed. The bar was fucking full of people and shit, So, and the whole COVID shit too. Like, I really don't know what the fuck's going on, to be honest. Like
nobody does.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm taking precautions just out of respect mainly. But at the same time, it's kind of like, man, what the fuck, Like, supposedly, like supposedly, like, they botched like the deaths, like COVID deaths. Like, they say it was like 124,000 or something, but it really has only been like around 9,000 deaths, like legitimate deaths. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I have different opinions, but at the same time, yeah. At the same time, at the same time, I'm following the guidelines. I'm respecting it, but at the same time, too, it's like, I think there's people dying quicker from being obese, But yet, y'all showing McDonald's commercials and showing, all this fucking fried shit, that's killing people, but yet, I don't know.
I will agree to that, because I used to eat. That's how I got up to 350 pounds again, eating stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It tastes good. It's just cheap.
Actually, I had McDonald's today, to be honest. But I'm watching my calories up. Dude, I made some wings the other night. I fucking barbecued them, and then I dipped them in, and then I put a cast iron. I filled up with peanut oil. Put a cast iron in the center of the pit, and then I let that oil get hot, and then I dropped the wings that I barbecued. I dropped them in the barbecue pit and the peanut oil and fried them, so I made them extra crispy. And then I mixed them with some honey barbecue. Shit,
dude, I miss having a grill. My grill got stolen.
Oh, your grill?
Yeah, while it was cooling down, I come back out, it was gone.
What kind of grill do you have?
It was just a little bitty old Weber.
Dude, Weber, that's all I got. I got a Master Touch, a Weber Master Touch, but even those what, 18-inch little Smoky Joes?
No, it was like a 26-inch.
You got a 26? That ain't no fucking little Weber, dude. Those 26 inches are badass. What the fuck you talking about? If it's a 26-inch, the 26 inches or a 22-inch?
It was big enough to put
a 22-inch. It
was like a normal grill, a normal size.
A 22. It's probably 22-inch.
Yeah, probably 22.
Dude, you said 26-inch. Those motherfucking 26-inch Weber kettles, man, are fucking like they came back in stock. They're fucking badass. I don't know what the fuck you said. A little Weber. 26
yeah, well, this was just. It was one of those regular little Webers you get from Walmart. Well, it wasn't. Yeah,
they don't sell them anymore at Walmart though. But it's a Weber. If it's a Weber, man, Weber makes quality shit. I have a Weber Master. I actually just bought like a pizza stone. So this weekend I'm gonna make some pizzas on wood fire.
I've never made a wood fire pizza.
You ever had Grimaldi's before?
I've never
thought of that. Coal baked, not coal cooked pizzas. You never had it before? It's good.
Nuh-uh. I've had. I mean, unless you want to count Sbarro's, where they heat it back up in that.
No.
That little oven thing.
No.
I ain't never had no coal burned ones.
Really?
Fired.
You don't have Grimaldi's up there? Grimaldi's? You ever had a Grimaldi's?
You know what? We do.
Go.
I've never been one.
Try it. Thank me later.
I'll have to write that down. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you. Look what I found just the other day.
Dude. Wow. Hey, people will pay some money for that shit. Wow.
It's got the CD and everything.
Holy shit, dude.
Whoa. I was up my DVDs and I found this. I saw this white end. I'm like, wait a minute. I know what that is.
Wow, dude. So I used to print those out, and then like I had like a disc printer. So like it would print directly on the disc. I printed a little red face. Wow, right. Man. That's fucking. What the fuck's on there anyways? I don't even know.
The little.
Yeah, I don't even know what's on that. Wow. Oh, that's old school. I think it's the first one. That's the very, very first one. Wow, dude.
Yeah, In My Room Productions, Mystic
Yeah.
Prophet. Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's
I don't even know
fucking
how I
nuts,
got
dude.
that. I think Sean probably gave it to me.
Probably, man. That's fucking nuts, dude. I don't even have that. Like a lot of shit too. Like I don't even have it. Like people ask me like, if I can some CDs. Like, dude, I don't even have any of those CDs anymore. I have to like look in the attic or some shit. Maybe I might find a couple, but
I think
yeah.
I got your Where I Stand, I Will
Mm.
Fall CD in my CD book, wherever that is.
Mm.
I don't even listen
Those
to
things went up for like $200, dude, on Amazon at one point. It was
Did they
fucking crazy.
really?
Yeah, dude, it was
Wow.
fucking crazy. Yep. Yeah.
Huh.
The original pressings of those. It was weird. Like
Yeah, I was
why?
like, dude,
I was like,
he's
why?
gonna flip when I show him
Dude,
this.
that's fucking nuts. That's the first one. I think that's the first press kit. The times has changed too, man. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Dude, I looked at that and I was like, I need to learn how to do Photoshop.
What?
Yeah. That was one of the things that Sean started getting me learning how to do Photoshop.
Mm.
I mean, I'm
Trial and
still
error,
nowhere
man.
near good at it, but I'm working at it.
Trial and error. It's all it is. Like
yeah.
I even when I do photo, like I do graphic design for a living, so even like I still don't do shit the way like it's taught. Like you can tell people who went to school with it, they use masks and stuff
Right.
for Photoshop. I don't use any masks or anything I do because but like that's what they teach you in school. Like I don't do any of that. My shit's all like it's probably harder the way I do it and longer, but it's just what I know, you know.
How we got onto that is because I was telling them how I was learning to do stuff like this, but through
Yeah.
Paint. And it was taking
Yeah.
like hours to
Oh,
do.
through regular Paint, like Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be there for a minute.
And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna send you a picture, and we're gonna do this to it, and we're gonna see how long it takes." He sends it to me. 5 minutes. He sends it. Okay, I'm done. I'm like, dude, I haven't even got through the Texas part yet, because I was cutting out the Texas. And he was like, "You haven't even cut out Texas yet?" And I was like, "No."
Dude, it's in Paint, man. You're gonna be there for a minute.
Oh yeah. And then that's where I just started going, and that got me into the. Now I'm using DaVinci Resolve to do editing. And so that's like the industry standard for what they use to color grade.
Really?
For movies. They color graded Deadpool 2 on it.
No shit, that's cool.
Yeah, and so because I'm wanting to be a director, so I'm trying to learn director stuff, editing, shooting. I'm trying to learn all that.
You gonna get your a red camera? You ever seen those red cameras? Red 7s?
Oh,
you
man,
never seen those cameras?
The red.
Have you seen those cameras though? Those things are expensive.
Oh.
But I mean, you have a Canon 80D, man. Get you a decent cinema lens on it.
Yeah, I gotta get some different lenses because I got the one that just came with it.
Yeah, you can still do some stuff like YouTube shit. Like, see that thing that like YouTube shit. Like everything's there now. Like it's there.
So accessible and so easy. Everybody doing
and
it.
Like I can't imagine if this shit like was the way technology was the way it was back then. But also I cannot imagine too, like if I was in high school and shit and in middle school, if technology was what it was, and how much trouble I would be in.
I mean, if I had some of the toys that I call toys now, which is like the editing stuff and all that back in the day.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have been just stuck in my room.
Oh, for sure.
I would not have gotten in trouble as much as I did.
Shit, I was still stuck in the room too, though. Like just trying to figure shit out, like music wise and stuff. So.
Yeah, I was out causing trouble.
Really? Yeah. I got in trouble a lot too, but it was more like skipping type shit, you know. But this was an academic guy. But even like I remember when we first went to a recording studio. This is like, see, home recording wasn't even an option really back then. So we had to pay to go to an actual professional recording studio, and then they had to. I think they recorded on some DAT tapes, DAT tapes. I don't even think they do that shit anymore. Yeah, I don't even think they do use that anymore. But that's how old school it was when I first started. And I was young, man. Like, shit. I don't even know how old I am. I think I'm 36 or 37. I don't know. That was a long time. I was like 15, 16, 17.
Jesus.
So,
yeah, I remember in high school, me and a friend, we were talking about getting excited because a person down the street from him was putting in a home studio. And we were talking about how that's one thing we were going to learn how to do is do recording. Neither one of us learned how to do recording. I went to college for it, but then I kind of hit this binary math class that kind of made me not want to go to school.
Yeah, I went to college too for graphic design. I only went one semester, so I went right after high school. And that was kind of a mistake. So I went, and in the graphic design class we were doing watercolors. Like, it wasn't even, we didn't have computers or anything. It was just watercolors. So I was kind of like, man. So like, I remember I'll just leave. I'll just get my backpack and leave, and I'll just hang out in the Harvard Center. It's like the cafeteria, and just fucking hang out there with people and shit. I didn't even go to they ended up dropping out. And
yeah, I ended up dropping out too.
Yeah.
Basically, it all started with trying to learn how to do binary, and I'm bad at math anyways.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you got to figure out the answer to get 27 with zeros and ones. I'm like, what?
I think I was special ed too, so I was like, fuck this shit.
Exactly. Like I was too, and I said, and I milked it, and I did. I wish I didn't, but I did. Yeah, so my math is terrible.
Oh yeah, dude.
And trying to learn zeros and ones math, I'm like, no.
Yeah, my wife's a teacher, so it helps out.
This is how bad it got. I had a class. All I had to do was show up, and I got 100.
Yeah,
I skipped that class. That's how bad it got.
Now,
I'm like, I don't even want to be here no more.
Even the work now too. Like, they get like, I see my son's work. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What does this mean? And I ask my wife, like, what the fuck does this mean? I can't even help him because I don't know this shit.
Right. Like when I got my son, I was like, if you have any homework problems or anything, come to me. He'd come to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But even my oldest son, he's autistic. So even when I see all that shit, I'm like, there's no way this dude knows, you know? But then it's like, I don't even know. So I was like, fuck, you know, like, we're not, he's a lot like me though. My little boy, my big boy. Big boy's a lot like
your oldest one is?
Yeah, the autistic. He's autistic, but he's cool, man. He's come a long way. He's very independent now. He's 14, so like he's coming along.
I'm glad that you've got everything going good for you right now.
Trying to, man. Trying my best, man. I'm trying to get it better, you know. I'm trying to be happy for myself. So that's the next step for me, is trying to be happy for myself, like with myself, and continue doing what I love to do. I want to get back, and I was gonna stop it, man. But once I saw the response, it kind of lit another fire, man. It lit a good fire. So I'm ready to get caught up. I'm ready to start moving forward.
Well, hopefully you have a lot of fun and you do well.
I appreciate it, man.
You deserve it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I mean, if they don't like the music, they're definitely gonna like the show.
I hope so.
That you do.
Shit.
Because I know when my mom came into town, the show that I threw that you were at, the Rise of the Riff Raff. I had my mom and dad there. They were like, I didn't understand anything he was coming out of his mouth, but he put on one hell of a show. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing about that is my parents were like, you know, that music really wasn't that bad. That's cool, like, man. I told you. Yeah, so that's the thing I want to get, is like, as a whole, the music. Like, I want people to really know, like, it's not just rap. It's everything, like everything involved, the production of it, and then everything on top of it. All right, it's been nice chatting. Oh man, you too. Thank you. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you. No problem. It's good seeing you, bro. It's good seeing you. Definitely, I'm gonna try to make it out to that show. Definitely. You said the only thing that's gonna probably definitely. I'm gonna try to make it out. You said definitely. I'm gonna try. So is it definitely, or is it try? It all depends on the rules. If I get a ticket in time. Well, I thought you were in Dallas. I am, but if it's a limited seating and they sell the tickets before I get to it, you gotta go, man. See,
But
that's where
even
they're
if you don't
definitely
go,
gonna try.
even if you don't go, man, we'll try to hook up and link up before I leave back. Yeah,
that definitely will happen.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're in town. We'll definitely hook up since you're gonna be in town all weekend.
Yeah, low key, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.